Dear friends in Jesus Christ, in today's first reading, we see that St. Paul is highly talking about the virtue of love, then the virtue of forgiveness, humbleness, and meekness. In the Gospel, we see that Jesus is telling, love your enemies and pray for those who are persecuting you. Therefore, love is one of the virtue that we need to follow in our lives. God created a male and female that they may love each other, share freedom with each other, and respect each other's rights. But down the ages, we can see that the women's rights are taken away from them. It is not given to them. For instance, in today's world, in Afghanistan, the women are fighting for their freedom. They tell before 20 years, the Taliban were ruling them. That time, women were not allowed to schools. Women were not allowed to enter into the institutes, colleges, and they were not given works. So they were totally restricted for anything, any activities. But after 20 years now, in recent days, the Taliban are telling that the Islamic law, which says women's rights will be given to them, or equal rights for men and women. So it just remains abstract, it is not in practice. Uh, they tell that though they are allowed to study in the universities, but their classes are segregated. Male and female are separated in the classes. The professor have to take half an hour of class for the male student and half an hour class for the female students. They are segregated in the colleges, and they are restricted to certain places in the campus. Still, they are not given their rights, so they are protesting now for their rights. So in our lives too, as Jesus is telling in the gospel, love your enemies and pray for those who are persecuting you. Loving our enemies can be very difficult to love them. But what we can practice in our life is, let us respect each other's dignity, each other's freedom, and let us give their rights. Let us not take away their rights. Let us not take away their freedom. Let us avoid not respecting them. Let us respect one another, their rights and their freedom, so that we will be a good person in our lives. Thank you.